What is up, everyone? Today on Seth Leroy Hustle Adventures, we're starting it differently. We're starting off with going to bed. Just did my last drop off. It's 4 o'clock Eastern. I'm in Ohio. That last place was funny. That security guard was so serious. He was so funny, but he wasn't like a bad guy, but he was just so serious. He's like, do not go on the scale. When you turn it. Go over the railroad tracks, not the second railroad tracks. He was nice though, but he was really funny. I mean, you know, you gotta do your job right, you know? But I'm gonna get this bed ready, lay down, you know, waking up at a decent time tomorrow, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., not a bad time. So I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna start putting this bed together. Let's go. Good night. Good morning, you guys. I am in Columbus, Ohio area. Just, you know, getting some gas with my gas app. Link in the description. The first link. I was right on the money too of being empty, but I knew I was gonna be good. But anyways, I'm gonna look for probably a Target because they have Starbucks in it, just in case. But go there, do some working out unless I get one before then. Keep you guys posted. Let's keep moving. So you guys know what time it is already for me. Little Muscle Cargo, checking the tires, everything. I checked all my fluids the other day, everything was good to go. But you know where I'm going, it's time to go to the gym, bro. See if they have a Starbucks in there. I haven't drank coffee yet. But like when I have like those late, like overnight runs or late runs, and then like, you know, my days are sort of off. Like at first I was super strict on like, because I still don't spend a lot of money. I'm still really cheap. I only buy, you know, one meal a day and then the rest is peanut butter sandwiches. But when my schedule gets off and I'm like sort of just, you know, hoofing it around, because usually like, because I got up at 9:30 today. But usually, you know, it seems like the odd time is like 12 to 3, which I'm cool with. But when my schedule gets off, then I learned over time to just enjoy, you know, what I'm doing and just like get good coffee that I want, you know, eat my one meal and not worry about it. So let's get walking. Let's get working out. I'm gonna tell you something, and this is good advice, and my cargo van just told me, just so you know, avoid abrupt maneuvers. So like, don't tip over. It's a warning. It's a warning for all of you guys. Drive safe. Do not avoid abrupt maneuvers. Okay? And avoid wearing these glasses that make you look stupid. Just got done with a little workout. I came about halfway in between Columbus, Ohio and Detroit. Had some we were looking at earlier. One was only 94 miles, 350, but it was hold till tomorrow. Now see me, I look at it more like, I was debating it. And then there was one too to Nebraska that I said I'd do because it was 800 miles, because we're not as close to our goal. Like usually by now we're to our goal pretty much, but that's how it is owning a business. You'll have slow weeks. You know, Thursday home, I like to be home at about 4 to 5. But then my latest to me now, the way we've had it set up, is be home Friday, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. But, and then if not, we deadhead home. And it's not that much money to deadhead home, but just updating you guys. Yeah, I just worked out some more, did some walking. I think for today, yesterday I did like something crazy, like 10 miles, 10 miles. And then I got that late night run, overnight run. So I'm seeing what happens with this in-between situation right now, both cities. And then I'll keep you guys posted what happens. But if not, I'm just going to go to a rest area that's about an hour away by Detroit. And then I'd be real close to Detroit in the morning. But that one that was drop off in the morning to Detroit, I mean, it's not a bad deal, but it was hold on till the morning. And just, I'm the type, I like those overnight ones that are long hauls, even though, yeah, it's rough. But with how it's getting closer to my deadline of what I create with my business, it's like, I want to get a bigger one. And then we had one from Ohio to Minnesota. They didn't bite. It was a little over $1 a mile we bidded, but sometimes those come back way later, which we've noticed like quite a bit. So I guess I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to chill out a little bit in my van, see what happens. So keep you guys posted. See, when you're looking for a spot to post up, look for stuff like this. Like, see where I am. I'm right in the middle. Like, look at that. Detroit. And you come here, I'm about 99 miles roughly, 99 to 105 miles away from all these Columbus and Cleveland. I've been getting a couple from Cleveland offered, a couple Detroit, a couple Columbus, and these surrounding areas all around these cities are good places to go, y'all. But usually you like to be like 50 to 60 miles from that city. But like sometimes you can get into a spot like this where you're like an hour and a half from each one of those cities. Hour and 45. That's not the best, but still the surrounding areas too, you get some offers. Or you get some that you find. Like my wife's on the board right now too, seeing what's up. So keep you guys posted. My socks mismatch. And then I bonked my head. Yeah, I'm laid out again. This one started with me going to bed, and now it's ending with me going to bed. Or not ending, I mean, I'm going to bed again. Had some that we had opportunities with. My wife, you know, doing her thing, you know. And the dispatching company too, doing their thing, but none of them fell into place. One even to Minnesota, but then we restructured that. Like I said, if it's going to Minnesota, I'll take a lower rate, because it's going back home, and then then I can work my way around home where I get like the total mile ones in like South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, because you know then it can be like, oh, I'm at home anyways. You know, I could call it an early weekend even, depending on how I feel, because it's been a slow one. But what's funny is like last week when we took those couple days off and we went out 2 days, we made $900. Right now we're at like $500. And today was day 3. But like I said, I did pass up on one that was like only 94 miles, and it was to Detroit. But I'm in Detroit. I came to Detroit. I came halfway and still had some bids going from like Cleveland. One's going from Cleveland to, because I was right around all three areas like I showed you on my phone. So I had a couple from all around and one even to Minnesota, but that was still at $1, a little over $1 a mile. But I just said from now on too, I'm down with those ones being a little lower, just getting home, because it's good to just be by home, you know, and then we can figure out what we figure out from there. But then my wife found some, and one to Iowa and one to Kentucky. She did good bidding. But yeah, like, you know, that's the thing in this industry. It is so random. Like I said, in 2 days, I made $900, right? Like 2 days. And then it could be on day 3 and you're at 500. And like we used to get frustrated with it or be stressed. I wouldn't say frustrated. I gotta shut off my lights. I always make sure I never forget that. But that's one thing that I tell people too, like, this industry is not like, you know, it's just random. I mean, and that's the thing with finances, because we're big into financing, so we just sort of move the money around when, you know, one week's better than others. But we've been slaying it lately, so then when you get a slower week. But the thing is, we had bids, but it's whatever. That's why I came here, to set up shop and be close to Detroit. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna relax, though I do need to have a relaxed night, so it's all good. I'll get back at you guys in the morning. Everyone have a good one. See you in the morning. Bro, I swear, like I'm in a fort, like when I was a kid. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you can even see me, but yeah. I just chill out, bro. I'm gonna get to watching my TV shows. You know, I'm done. See you guys in the morning. I just had to show you. I love my fort, bro. Can you see me? I love my fort. One last thing. This is my first night when it's raining, and it's cool. It keeps raining harder and softer. First night in my van with rain, I believe, yeah. Going to sleep to this. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's cool. Anyways, you guys will see in the morning. But I had to show that. I'm actually excited about sleeping in the rain. Good morning, you guys. I woke up in my handy dandy fort. Looks like the sun is out. Let's go. I slept good, bro. But that's what I mean. It's like a fort vibe, but let's get it. I'll keep you guys posted. Even when it's slow getting them steps, and look at that. I had the other day 20,000 steps. That was like 9.4 miles. Yesterday 5.1 miles. Right now I'm at 2.9 miles. And the reason I do that too is like, because at first I wasn't doing it. I would just sit in my van, but it's like, if I'm not getting a run, like we've been bidding too this morning. We had one to Minnesota too, but it was delivered Monday, which I could just keep it at my house and then deliver it, you know, Monday morning. I would have to switch my oil change, but it's whatever. But, you know, and it's right by my house because I live right by the cities. Would be good, but sometimes it takes a while for them to get back. But the reason I'm just talking about the steps and stuff is like, if you're on the road, like you might as well like get them steps in when you can. And to it makes you not just sit in your van and think about a run. Like, just walk around, get some steps in, burn some calories, stay healthy. But what was I gonna say? That's pretty much it. So yeah, I've just been walking around, you know, doing my thing. Or like I'll use that gas app. Like these times is a good time for me to go use that gas app, find a local, because like that gas app is really good with like ones that are like in town areas. You know, the ones right off the freeways aren't as good of a sense of money back. But the ones that are like in towns, those ones are good money back. So I'm obsessed with that app. Link is in the top of the description. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Just thought I'd talk about that too. Like, that's why when it's nice out, I'm gonna be fishing, and you guys will see when I catch a fish. I'll post it. But I'm gonna keep walking around. My battery's almost dead on my phone, so I'm gonna have to go in there, sit in my van a little bit, charge it. Once it gets to a decent percentage again, I'll come back in here and walk more, but keep you guys posted. Yeah, the one to Minnesota, I was like just, you know, medium. My wife had a couple she was looking at yesterday that she bid it on, and then we got it right before bed. I think I told you guys that, but keep you guys posted. Let's go. Well, we got one. Slow week so far. Usually our weeks are, as you guys see, good, but it could pick up. Usually I like to be home Thursday at about 4 or 5, but now I made it to where Friday I'm home around 4 or 5. And like how I do it is if I'm not home Thursday 4 or 5, I just deadhead home. But we got one. It's local, 60 miles, for $230. So not a bad deal. Whatever. And then I'm still only an hour outside of Detroit, Michigan. Debating on going up north more to Chicago just to be closer to home, because tomorrow I'm gonna be home. It's either that or I go home. That's why I like being regional too, is because then it's not as crazy. I just grabbed some food. I'm heading out to this one. So as you guys know, owning your own business, there can be ups and downs. My wife had a bunch of bids, dispatching companies had a bunch of bids that I have, you know, so it is what it is. It's just been slow, and
south for 1 mile.
That's something you have to realize too, is you can have a week that's slow, but then what me and my wife do, because you know we're big into budgeting, financing, then we just keep that in our books to where it's like, okay, so then when we do better on weeks hitting past our goal of 1,200, that all just goes towards that. So it's like over the year, 6 months, it'll balance out. But anyways, next time you see me, it'll be loaded up. I guess, well, one thing they said, usually like the van that does this for them, they pay them $90, and we said 200's our minimum, and they said yes, so $90. But anyways, we've had a bunch that we were bidding on too, but no one was trying to meet us with our price, so whatever. Let's go. Well, we're all loaded up, so now I'm going back my handy dandy door, and I'm gonna strap this side. See, I got my big strap way over here. I always make sure like their pallets will not go over it, you know what I mean, because you need that on that second pallet to get it out. I didn't have one before, one of these straps, and you know, because being a straight truck driver, I didn't need that. So I learned real quick to have that. It just looks professional. A lot of places have them. I had one guy who was just a douchebag about me not having one. But other than that, I haven't really had any issues with that. Usually it's a good person and they don't really care, and they're just like, yeah, dude, you can use ours. But it's good to get one of those big heavy duty straps. I almost got a smaller one, but I just went with the most heavy duty, serious one I could find. Now see, with this too, sometimes, you know, when I'm like, it depends on the situation, I'll in my head not want to strap the back part, but I always do, you know, I got a family, so never worth it to just not strap it, because you know, you get on that go and or you're doing overnight runs. But anyways, let's get this strapped up real quick. we go. We are all unloaded. Oh, man. So that was cool though. I didn't need to use my strap. I didn't need to use my other thing. It's funny, I've only had to use it a couple times, but every time I'm excited, because when I didn't have one, it was weird. Like, I'd be like, do you got a strap? And like, most of them are cool. Like, there was just two who acted weird. One who was a super douche, but he had the super long forks, which I've been to other places that have that, and obviously that's really good. I mean, you'd think, like, and two, the extension forks, because I've been a forklift driver quite a bit at other jobs, but it's like, you'd think every place would have those super long ones that are just like, can handle this situation or any situation. But so yeah, he's like, I think I could reach it. I'm like, okay, you know, so he could reach it easy. I was like, hell yeah. And then had one coming in right as I was about to get here that was for Detroit to Chicago, and we were, because it's Thursday, usually I go home by this day. Usually I'm just out 4 days total, sometimes 3 even. 5 is like cool with me too. Like, tomorrow's Friday, that's my minimum, and I have the dentist tomorrow, or I mean on Saturday. So what was I gonna say? So yeah, that we had one come in, and the guy said, yeah, that's cool, 76 a mile I think it was. We were going lower with it because yeah, we're just trying to trickle back home. The guy said, yeah, you're cool, call your driver, because he said, I'll call my driver, we usually bid higher. And he calls me, and then he goes right back to the dude, and the dude's like, oh, I gave it away for 20 bucks less. And my guy was like, what's your name? Because he writes down people's names, and my wife does badges for me too, but so she keeps track of which ones aren't cool. And like, he was like, I thought you were saying we had it. He's like, well, yeah, I was saying, yeah, that's what we usually give it out for, but I mean, someone else called. But he literally called him in like a couple minutes. Like, whatever though, they do stuff like that. But right now I'm still 45 minutes away from Detroit, Michigan again, the Omeka of transporting. So like, I'm literally just gonna kick it. I'm gonna find a place to go walk, but that'll be at the start of the next vlog. But anyways, you guys, let's keep hustling. Sometimes you have weeks like this and you just got to keep hustling. Like, it's not even a big deal to me. But anyways, I'm gonna keep hustling. Let's go.